to sign in for twos because it's so small in the top right-hand corner. So therefore, when they miss it, so on the Monday morning when we do the payouts and all that, we get loads of complaints saying, "Oh, I missed the twos because I didn't sign in properly. You know, I didn't press the yes button instead of the no button or whatever." So we get an awful lot of that, John. And I have raised it as an improvement with you guys 2 or 3 times now, but just don't seem to be getting anywhere.
Okay, let me just, because as I said, I don't. I'm just. So just in my, I think that's competition maybe. So my PSI screen. Yes, I don't have a competition set up, sorry. If you spare 2 secs, just so I can see how this comes up. Just now, take out the competition. Actually, where's my charging one? I'll just go into charge when I'm done. Test. It's funny how it used to always have to be test comp do not enter because members used to sign into these things. Okay. I should have charged, I think. Charging. Yeah, went through it. Some went through it. Don't know how long my PSI will take to refresh this. Just download it. I just want to see how it comes up here, just so I know exactly. As I said, I think I know what you're mentioning there on it. See, that's the way it comes up on the screen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but unfortunately on the PSI that we got, it doesn't come up like that at all.
Is that the small PSI unit?
Yes, it is. Yeah, just like the small screen.
Okay, I'll chase it up for you, Paul, as I said, because that's I just want to clarify, because that's way, just to let you know, that's where it comes up on the screen. Yeah. I don't know, so that's why I said normally yes. Do you know what I mean?
But also it would be useful to default to yes rather than to default to no.
Yep. Yeah, I'll speak to Velma. As I said, I think that would have to be set as a club choice.
Yeah, that's fine.
That might be a better solution, actually, set as a club choice. I don't know whether, though, the club would get as much grief from people saying, I didn't want any of the twos. Get my money off me. Because I know
what you're saying.
I know when we had that little, and I know we have glitches, I know when we had that little glitch where when you signed in, it took the full fees off everybody. A lot of clubs get grief from members saying, I didn't want to put my £3 in or my £2 in at the weekend. It's funny, actually, I was prepared, just different subject, when I was preparing this the other day, because I've not used it, but not looked at it so much. I remember years ago when we first brought this in that you couldn't have a optional charge without having a mandatory charge. So you actually had to have you couldn't have a mandatory charge of 0. You can just have optional charges. So clubs had to set up a charge of like 5p, basically. And one of my clubs had to have a tray of 5p's next to the PSI because the members wanted their 5 pences back.
You can't win, can you?
So they actually had to have a tray, a change tray next to the PSI for that.
Okay, that's me done, John. I'll let somebody else have a question for you.
Anyone else or? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Yeah.
We've had a problem in the last 4 or 5 weeks. What did I do? Some members when they're signing in, it won't let them sign in unless they agree to pay the fee. We've been told that this problem has been sorted at the end of last week, but it hasn't. We're still getting the problem.
There's a patch, it's a couple of clubs reported on how they're doing and we're signing in that it was come up and saying, I think, unavailable balance, even though you had balance. That's the one you had. Yeah. is a fix coming in for that on the 21st on 20 or 22nd of July.
Oh, right.
Okay, so just so you know, on that reason, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was certain people were totally fine, but certain people's circumstance, how you do, they've identified what the issue is with it, and there's a fix going in it's the 21st or 22nd of July. It's going in. So if you have an issue with that, just get back to me and let me know.
Okay, look forward to that. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, no, as I said, it does. Well, let me know, as I said, because I have, I had a couple of clubs. I was chasing up for one of the Troon clubs. Basically, had pointed out to me when I came back last week. So I was chasing up a support on that, and it's going to end.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Jess, you have a question?
Yeah, thanks, John. Sorry, I think you've done this already, but it didn't go into my head. Can you show me how to individually refund within a competition?
What you can refund in, basically on an open competition, you can refund in the competition. If you're refunding an individual from a competition, the best bet is just do a top up to their card and put their money back on.
Just do a top up to their card.
Yeah.
So it won't. So the competition won't have like the correct money balance because it'll show the extra person that took as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it depends on how you're processing the refund. So basically, if you're taking it at booking, normally, booking, you can set that if they cancel their booking, they will get their money back on it. You can set a time with back, so if it's within a day or whatever, depending on how you want to set it up, they will get the money put back automatically back onto their card. So if if I look at competition fixtures, charges, just try to find what this is again. And again, this is we get through it.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Yeah, there's an option somewhere in it. I need to check what it is. Where actually you can set that they get you can basically set that they will get their money back if they pull out of the booking of the competition. Up to a certain day, they will refund the mandatory charge back to members.
That's not set to a specific date though, is it? So say like up until a week or 2 weeks before, it's just all or nothing. You can
set basically it's more with the EPOS system. I can look at your system, you're set up in the EPOS system. There is a setting I can see how it's in. Again, there's so many things in club. You want to try to find myself here on it. It's not in breaking settings. Yeah, see, I can refund basically up to 1 day before the tea time type of thing, but that's not competition charging. But I need to check. There is a setting in the competition side where you can set yes, they will get their money back refunded. I don't think there's a date time. I can't remember. I'll check it. What you do, Jess, is drop me a little email and I'll log in and I'll just probably look at it, see on it, because normally you can set they get it back. To be honest, that's why I normally recommend clubs that are using competition charging, and I know it's you get members you want to do it booking side. It is normally done at sign in when they do turn up because you get less involvement in refunds because they're doing it when they're basically turned up to play.
Yeah, I think currently we're just going into their individual account and adding a top up, but it just struck me that it wasn't matching the money coming in and coming out at the same place.
Yeah, there is a part in it, and as I said, rather than me try to dig in here and find what it is here, there is a part you can set that basically if someone pulls out, it refunds the mandatory charges.
And then we also had an issue last week where we were sending a mailing from within a competition and it wasn't going.
Right.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that was something that anyone else has experienced.
The only thing you tend to find with a mailing at some point is no mailing should go out is it should sit and say maybe pending or something on it going out. The only things normally I've not had that reported again. Drop me an email, I'll check it for you. You do sometimes get the email and come and say pending and delay. You might have a delay before they actually go out, and it's mainly just if you have bad timing in it and someone's sending out a lot of a lot of clubs are sending out a lot of operations stuff through. It can be that. You tend to get that, just so a heads up, you tend to get that when clubs do their bill runs now, because so many clubs email out the bills. You tend to find that you get a delay and your emailing is going out because unfortunately 1,000 clubs tend to still do their bills in January for some reason. That's why. But just drop me a little email, Jess, and I'll look into it for you.
Okay, thanks a million.
All right. All right, so who's next? Southern S. We got a hand up for Southern S.
You on?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a query, a question?
Yeah, I've got a query on. It's nothing to do with charging. It's when you set the competition up with a sign-in message, which shows on the PSI in the Pro Shop. Why doesn't it show on the app when people actually log into the competition on the app?
I'll be honest, I've never noticed it. So it's the first that's came up. Again, drop my email and I'll check and see if development can add it on. I think maybe it's just seeing how it displays on the app or what through. So you're basically your normal default PSI settings you've got, you pop up or come up on that. Yeah. I couldn't answer because I don't know about it. I need to just check it on the app on my own system just to see how it comes up.
Right. Okay. Right,
drop me a little thing. Yeah, drop my email on it because, as I said, I can't really say much about it because I don't really know about it at the moment, but I can check it through, as I said. And I'll be honest, I think a lot of clubs don't realise. I'm assuming if you can still see my screen, that what clubs tend to don't realise in their PSI settings, this little default PSI sign-in message. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, the issue is that I think a lot of clubs don't realise they've got that and use that as much as I think they should use it to pop up, because it's handy if it's, I mean, one of my clubs use it Slippy on the 13th or whatever when you sign in to play or any messages on the day. So I've never heard about not coming up in the PSI when you log in on the today's golf thing.
When you set it up on V1, you can see it on the PSI, but you can't see it on the app.
Yeah, I'll ask the question.
It's the same setup.
Yeah, and it's worth me asking the question because, as you know, we just mentioned earlier, we have the new app coming out. So it's something maybe we have to look at, make sure it's going to come up on the new app.
Right. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Yep.
Hi, John.
Hiya.
Just a quick question regarding open competitions. Occasionally when visitors book into their open competitions, they don't receive confirmation of entry. I take it that's due to them not ticking the box to receive information.
There's two circumstances. It may be, I've not got the confirmation. I'd say most clubs will find that confirmations go out. I'll be honest, sometimes it's basically they have blocked the coming in, the system's blocking it coming through. What's sometimes handy to check, I'll send you, if you drop me an email, I'll send you something through. When these emails go out, they don't actually say they came from your email address. They say they came from like southerns@howdowdo.com or whatever. And because they're coming from that domain, and it's mainly so you guys aren't picked up as spammers by sending out loads and loads of emails. So all the bookings and all things through. And what happens is some members' email systems block them getting delivered because they think they're spam.
I know, I was meaning for like open competitions. So when a visitor goes on to the visitor side of it and pays, they're not getting, some of them aren't getting the confirmation through, but some do. I presume that's due to the tick box that's at the bottom of that to say that they're happy to receive information.
They don't receive. Yeah, they've said they don't want to receive any confirmation on the system through. That's one of the reasons they get it, but that's part of the reason. But also but a lot of it is, to be honest, as well. I don't think they have to tick that to get their confirmation email. I'll be honest.
Right.
But I'll check that. I don't think they have to take that to get they should get confirmation email. But as I said, just with different clubs' commissions, what some clubs have reported though is the occasional person doesn't get it, and it's because that email confirmation, when you look at an email confirmation, you'll see it comes from an address like southerns the email address, the domain name it came from, and their system picks up as spam.
Right.
And blocks it. Okay, but as I said, you do get that. It's not. I wouldn't say we're having an issue with confirmations. I think we have an issue with certain people not getting them.
Right. Okay. No worries.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Are we all right? As I said, quite happy. You get a recording sent out from you. But as I said, any queries, if you want me to go over competition charging specifically with your club, as we all know, every club has its own different ways of operating competition charges, competitions. Not one club I'd say ever is set up the same way, so it's worth just giving me and I'll go over it with you. Okay. All right, everyone. thanks for joining. And as I said, if you have any suggestions you want me to do on a specific subject, just get back to me and I'll sort it out for you. Okay, chaps. Thanks.
Cheers, John. Bye.
Bye.